Colleagues, my name is Hon Ayodeji Joseph. I represent Apapa Federal Constituency. I want to commend the mover of this all-important motion because, like Fajabi said, health is wealth. And I don't think the primary centers are given the importance that is due to it. It seems most of the times we are after structures, not about services. There are so many health centers that are not really functioning, like it was mentioned. Most health centers do not even have electricity. They don't even have drugs. Most of them are turned to homes for destitutes, hideouts for criminals. So I think it is very important, that we take this that we work on this, and adequate funding should be given to the health centers, because it's the first point of contact whenever we have little ailments like malaria and co. And to curb polio, all over the world, polio has been eradicated. It only exists in very few countries. And we need all these primary health centers to carry out vaccinations and everything to curb all these type of epidemics. So I think it is very important for the government, as the federal government, to pay adequate attention to funding of our health centers. Thank you very much.
Honorable Diri.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, honorable colleagues. My name is Diri Daoye, representing Yenagoa Kolokuma Upokuma, Federal Constituency of Bayelsa State. Right Honorable Speaker, honorable colleagues, this issue is an issue that actually calls for a state of emergency in the health sector. Let me join my voice in thanking our colleague Chike for bringing this to the fore of the Nigerian people. Primary health care has been abandoned over the years. Mr. Speaker, colleagues, if you go to the rural areas, what you have to see is more of, in most cases, buildings overtaken by weeds, overgrown by weeds, and in some cases, totally abandoned. There is no coordination, even in the delivery of primary health care, between the state, the federal, and the local governments. And most of these health care centers have no drugs, no personnel, no equipment. And therefore, the rural people who are the receiving end of this neglect and abandonment resort to very native ways of taking care of them, particularly against the background of women and children who give birth in these health care centers. There is no time other than now, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, for us to look at this issue dispassionately and provide solutions to it, as suggested by Honorable Chike. Thank you.
Honorable Jega.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, my honorable colleagues. My name is Honorable Muhammad Umar Jega, representing Aleru Gondu Jega Federal Constituency of Kebbi State. Honorable Speaker, this motion is timely and is important. It is to be noted that because of the importance of health, the head of states and government of African Union met in Abuja and took this decision that at least 15% of their budget should be allocated to health because of the importance of health. But since that declaration was made, Nigerian government has not fulfilled or has not contributed more than 6%, as shown by the mover of this motion. Health is wealth. Health is very important. Because of the absence of functional primary health care from the wards, from our wards of constituents, the referral system from the primary to secondary to tertiary institutions is virtually non-existent. Patients or our constituents from the primary health care are no longer attending primary health care. They go straight to tertiary level of service. That is, they go straight to paramedical centers and teaching hospitals for a minor ailment that can be treated at the primary health care. If primary health care is reinforced and integrated, definitely a lot can be saved, and that level of care will definitely help to revamp the economy of this nation, and our people will be given the required health services they deserve. So I'm calling all my colleagues to support this motion to ensure that adequate allocation is provided for the health sector. Please support this motion in its entirety because it is important. Thank you, Honorable Speaker, and my honorable colleagues.
Please.